I'm a perfectionist. It goes hand in hand with my anxiety. I feel like I always have to be perfect, and if what I'm doing isn't perfect, then I'm failing somehow. It affects a lot of the things I do. It affects my art. I think it's part of the reasons why I needed to do this challenge of recording my voice every day, doing this public challenge. I mean, part of the things that keeps me from speaking is fear of messing up, fear of making a mistake. And I also feel that way with my art sometimes. Something I've had to come to terms with is that I make mistakes. I'm always going to make mistakes. And that just means that I'm learning. And I'm always going to be learning. And that's okay. It's totally okay to make mistakes and to learn new stuff all the time. That has basically been my entire journey with webcomics. Making mistakes and doing better next time. I found it really comforting when I started to look at other people's work and professionally published work that has editors looking at it and quality control, and still finding little mistakes that even I make in my work. And that isn't to say that those professionally done things are bad by any means. There are comics and books and animation stuff, all that good art stuff that I love that is in my eyes, it's perfect. But there are still, anatomy flaws or line mistakes or, whatever. And I think that's just what makes art great and charming and fun, is that it's not perfect. It's an expression of what's going on with someone in that moment when they're making it. Wow, this is getting, super deep. Anyways, so yeah, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay for your work to not be perfect. I think your work might be better if it's not quote-unquote perfect. I think the only time that mistakes in your work are a problem, it's if they muddle with your intent. So, for example, something that happened to me was in my comic, The Magpie. There's a scene where... Oh, spoilers, by the way. There's a scene where Trixie and Amanda are kissing on Amanda's front porch. And Amanda's mom sees them kissing, and she's shocked because she wasn't expecting it. But the problem was, I drew Trixie and Amanda facing away from the camera, so you couldn't actually see the kiss. It looked kind of like they were hugging. And a lot of our readers mistook it as why does her mom care if they're hugging? That's whatever, girls hug. So that was a mistake where the mistake ruined the intent. It made it confusing as to why Amanda's mom was shocked. But even then, when we put out our pages into a book, I'm going to fix that so that it's a lot more clear. It's just something that I need to consider going forward. And that's a really great way to look at things when you make a mistake like that, is just, you're going to fix it next time. You can always go back and change it. Doesn't matter. Right. But if your intent is achieved, then it doesn't matter if there's a mistake in it. For example, if you're trying to draw a really cute girl or something, but there's some anatomy mistakes, if the girl still looks cute and people think she's cute, you've achieved your intent even though there are mistakes in it. I hope that brings some people comfort. That's definitely how I've dealt with my perfectionism. And I know perfectionism can stop you from starting your project. I think I read a comment earlier today saying that they deal with perfectionism and problems with it, and I totally feel that's me as well. But don't let your perfectionism stop you from starting your project. Because you could redo your first page 1,000,000 times, and it's not going to be perfect. Even if you did the same page over and over until you're 20 years older, then there's still going to be flaws in it, but you didn't get to start anything. So start your comic, whatever you want. It's always going to get better. You're going to get better the more you do it, because practice is going to help you improve things, and you'll learn things as you go, fix those mistakes you've made. So yeah, don't let perfectionism get to you, because it's a fear. Perfectionism is fear. And the only way to get over that fear is to face it and address it and realize that it's not that scary. It just means you're learning stuff and you're human. And that's okay. We're all still learning. Even people who are 20 years into their career are still learning stuff. So, go forth. Make cool comics. Tell the story you have in your heart. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!